So this is very important result. So you can see that how do I say, yeah, so if you remember, if you look at our convolution in time domain property, so what is that we have got? Y of t is equal to how much? X of t convolved with h of t, and this will have what as Fourier transform? Y of j omega, which is equal to x of j omega multiplied with h of j omega. So now once a convolution comes into the picture, I said something should strike. What is that? Yes, LTI system should come into the picture. Okay, so let us write down this result in block diagram notation. So x of t is passed through an LTI system with impulse response h of t, and this fellow will give y of t as the output. And what happens to the corresponding Fourier transforms here? X of t will have what as Fourier transform? X of j omega. H of t will have h of j omega as the Fourier transform. Y of t will have y of j omega as the Fourier transform. But in time domain, how are the signals related? Y of t is equal to x of t convolved with h of t. In frequency domain, these fellows are related as y of j omega equal to x of j omega multiplied with h of j omega. Okay, so clearly what is that you observe? You observe that the convolution operation can be seen as what? Output of an LTI system. In frequency domain, what happens? The corresponding Fourier transforms, they get multiplied. Okay, so this y of t and y of j omega, they form Fourier transform pair. Means what? Fourier transform of y of t would be y of j omega, and inverse Fourier transform of y of j omega would be y of t. So that is what I mean by they form Fourier transform pair. Now let us look at this result. So for example, because it's this e power minus at u of t convolved with e power minus bt u of t is looking like what? So this is the convolution operation is output of LTA system. Means what? We can see that the input to the LTA system is x of t, which is given by e power minus at u of t, and the impulse response of the LTA system is given by e power minus bt u of t. Okay, so just to understand this in a little bit nice way, we will take one example. Okay, we may the question may be asked like this: let x of t equal to e power minus 2t u of t is applied as input to which system? To an LTI system, as input to an LTI system with impulse response h of t equal to e power minus t u of t. Okay, question is find output of the system. Find output of the system. Okay, find output of the system. Okay, so clearly because it's in LTI system, what is output here? So output is y of t, which would be equal to x of t convolved with h of t, and this, for the given example, this is e power minus 2t u of t convolved with e power minus t u of t. But just now we have seen that the convolution of e power minus at u of t convolved with e power minus bt u of t is how much? Because a is not equal to b, so this should be equal to e power minus 2t, correct? E power minus at minus e power minus bt divided by b minus a. This thing is multiplied with u of t. Okay, so we directly get the answer because we already know the result. So what is the result here? What is the result? So e power minus at u of t convolved with e power minus bt u of t is how much? e power minus at minus e power minus bt by b minus a into u of t. So directly we get the answer. A is 2 for us and b is 1 for us. So finally this answer should be how much? 1 minus 2 is minus 1. We will send minus 1 inside. So you will get e power minus t minus e power minus 2t multiplied with u of t. So this is the output of the LTI system. Note that we did not do any convolution. So why? Because we already got the answer using convolution in time domain property, which is equivalent to multiplication in frequency domain. Okay. Yes. So we will take one more example in the previous problem. Okay. In repeat the above problem. Okay. So repeat the above problem. Okay. So repeat the above problem if x of t and h of t both are equal. Okay, if h of t, x of t equal to h of t equal to e power minus 3t u of t. Okay, so what does it mean? Input is e power minus 3t u of t and impulse response is also e power minus 3t u of t. We have to find out y of t. Okay, so what is y of t here? You have to find output, which is y of t, which is nothing but x of t convolved with h of t. That turns out to be e power minus 3t u of t convolved with e power minus 3t u of t. Now how is this looking at? This is looking like e power minus at u of t convolved with e power minus at u of t. So here what is happening? A is equal to b. So when a equal to b, we got the answer to be how much? T times e power minus at u of t. Okay, so in that way we can use the above result in a nice way. So if you remember that result, we can directly get the answer. If you don't remember the result, you have to go to Fourier domain, multiply them and then take the inverse Fourier transform. It's up to you. So I prefer remembering the result. If not, using Fourier transform is not that tough. Okay.